What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Week 8 in the NFL. I got my money line picks and my predictions on who I think is going to win. But first, let's do a little recap of Week 7. On my money line picks, we went 10-5, keeping our win total up into the double-digit column. Count that as a win and a good week. And then we got to recap Thursday Night Football. We had the money line, the spread for the Rams, and Kyron Williams over rushing and receiving yards. All three of those things hit. Let's go 3-3. 3 for 3 on our picks. Let's keep her moving. Sunday morning football. First, we got the Packers taking on the Jags. Both teams come off wins. The Jags beat the Patriots. The Packers pull off a close win against the Texans. The Packers have an overall record of 5-2 against the Jaguars. And with the way the Jaguars season's going, I'm going to stick with Jordan Love and the Packers. Give me Green Bay for the win. Next, we've got the Arizona Cardinals traveling to Miami to take on the Dolphins. The Dolphins come off of a bye week at home, and the Cardinals hope to keep their winning ways alive, pulling off a last-minute victory over the Chargers. Kyler Murray ran the ball way better than he threw it, having 64 yards on 6 carries. James Conner also had a very productive day with 101 yards on 19 carries. And the Dolphins, they like to let running backs score and get into the end zone. So I think this is going to be a productive day for the Cardinals. With that being said, give me Arizona for the win. Next, we've got the Jets taking on the Patriots. There's trouble in paradise for the Jets, as Davante Adams wasn't the magical fix everybody wanted it to be. But it looks like the Jets seem really fired up after last week's loss, and the Patriots just struggle to find ways to win. So, that being said, give me the Jets for the win. Next, we've got the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. This one's going to be short and sweet. It's kind of a no-brainer. With Deshaun Watson injured, look for the Ravens to dominate this week. So give me Baltimore for the win. And then the next game we got, Eagles-Bengals. The Eagles just blew out the Giants 28-3. They didn't have to pass the ball much, though. Hurts only completed 10 passes for 114 yards. The production really came from the run game. Saquon Barkley had 17 carries for 176 yards and 1 touchdown. And then Hurts also ran the ball for 22 yards and 2 touchdowns. Burrow last week was 15 for 25, 181 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Bengals' run game was pretty sad, with Chase Brown only having 44 yards on 15 carries. I think the Eagles win this one. No-brainer. Give me Philly for the win. Next, we've got the Colts taking on the Texans. This one's a nasty matchup. It really could go either way. The Colts coming off a close win against the Dolphins. Anthony Richardson had 129 yards, 10 completions on 24 attempts. They will be happy to have Jonathan Taylor back this week. He was sorely missed last week, and hopefully he boosts the offense. The Texans come off a close loss to the Packers. Stroud only had 86 passing yards. That's right, 86. Fantasy owners were very unhappy, I can tell you that. Will this be a bounce-back game for Stroud? He still doesn't have Nico Collins. So it's up in the air. But one thing I do know is this is definitely going to be a run game. And I'm going to stick with the Houston Texans to have a bounce-back game and win against the Colts. So give me Houston for the win. Next, we've got the Titans taking on the Lions. This is going to be another short and sweet preview. The Lions are running on all cylinders, and they just lost their undefeated record last week to the Vikings. So they look like a playoff team, and the Titans look to be a team that's rebuilding. So with that being said, give me Detroit for the win. Next, we're going to Tampa Bay, where the Falcons will face the Buccaneers. The Falcons just got spanked by the Seahawks, and the Bucs got spanked in the first half by the Ravens and fought back only to lose by 10 points. If they can put together two solid halves, I think they walk away with the win. So, give me the Buccaneers for the win. Next, we've got the Saints taking on the Chargers. The Chargers still struggle to score touchdowns, and the Saints, without Derek Carr, struggle to win games. But luckily, he'll be back this week. This looks like it's going to be a defensive battle, and look for Derek Carr to throw an interception, at least one. And hopefully it's not for a pick six, which could be a little hint for a sprinkle bet. But that being said, with Carr back, it's a different Saints team, and I think they'll put together what it takes to pull out the win. So give me the New Orleans Saints for the win. Next, we've got the 5-2 Bills taking on the 4-3 Seahawks in Seattle. The Bills continue to roll, firing on all cylinders, especially with the addition of Amari Cooper, who looks to solidify his spot as the number one wide receiver for Buffalo. The Seahawks, on the other hand, they look a little bit shaky. They win a game, they lose a game. You know, it's hit and miss for them. They won against the Falcons, but they lost to the 49ers and the Giants. So, with that being said, give me Buffalo for the win. Next, we've got the Chicago Bears taking on the Washington Commanders. Both these teams look great with rookie QBs. The Bears' losses from the Colts and the Texans, and the Commanders' losses are the Bengals and the Buccaneers. Depending on if Jaden Daniels is healthy, he went out last week with a rib injury, and Chicago has a very, very good defense. This one could go either way, but I'm going to stick with the healthy team, and I'm going to pick Chicago Bears for the win. Next, we got the Chiefs taking on the Raiders. The Chiefs are undefeated, and the Raiders have, 2 wins, I think? So this one's going to be short and sweet. Go Raiders, but I'm going to pick the Chiefs to win. They're undefeated in Las Vegas, so hopefully my heart wants them to break that streak. So let's go Raiders. Prove me wrong, but I'm going to have to back the Chiefs on this one. Next, we've got the Cowboys taking on the 49ers. The 3-3 Cowboys take on the 4-3 49ers. Even though the Cowboys have a better record technically, the losses don't match up. And I think the teams that the 49ers have lost to are way better than the teams that the Cowboys have lost to. And it's going to be a shootout. We know that. But whose defense is going to be stronger? And I think the 49ers have a stronger defense. And Dak Prescott is not as good as Brock Purdy. So give me the 49ers for the win. And then we've got the Monday Night Football, or the Monday Night game. We've got the Giants going to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. The last 2 weeks, the Steelers have been riding high, scoring at least 30 points in each of their games. So this looks to be another scoring affair for the Steelers because the Giants' defense gives up a lot of points. So, and they've struggled while facing tough opponents to actually put together a win. So, that being said, I'm going to pick the Pittsburgh Steelers for the win. Those are my money line picks for Week 8. Tell me what you think. Let me know who your favorite pick is. Who's your favorite team? I'm rocking with the Raiders and my son's football team, the Cavemen. Let's go. Keep a lookout. I'm going to have a few more videos. I've got my favorite prop picks, and then also a couple touchdown parlays, and I've got a couple team total parlays, 3 teams to score over 21 points. I've been pretty successful lately with those. I'm on a 2-3 record with them, so hopefully we can keep making some money and I can get you guys some good picks. If you want any money, hit that like button and leave a comment. Let me know. Much love. Bearded Bandit out.